Yo, he said he said he not trading B John. He said just tell him hit me up when his phone turned back on. Oh, 7 for rushing yards, fifth and points a game. Points a game. Okay.
From a building that can get louder than almost any in the National Football League, this is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're off from Arrowhead. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. And he stopped on the run back at the 27.
First and 10. They're on the 27-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up second and 2.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up second and a yard.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes second and 1. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. And if these guys are not careful, he's going to run this opening drive right into the end zone.
Yeah, I think we're seeing and feeling an offensive front and a running back who've come ready to play. This defense, they may want to buckle their chin straps a bit.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. They go to Barkley again. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So he can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Ertz gets it out wide, complete. And they make the tackle at the 38. That play good for 17 and a first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. First down, a run with Barkley. He picks him up about 4 yards there. Second down coming up.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Operating from the gun, here's Ertz. Buys time, rolling right. Gets it to the 15. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Full extension, and he brings it in. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Trying for the touchdown. It's intercepted by Rick Mullen. And the Eagles will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And boy, were they ready to try and stick him there for the safety. As it stands, he's only able to maybe get back to the 2. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's 3rd down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
This is a tough spot to punt. Got to convert here on 3rd down. Completed over the middle. Through the defense, he's past the 20. Hits the 40. 30. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he could transform a short completion into a big play.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They're going to run with Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 13-0 lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
This right here, Kate, well, this is a performance of the modern-day running back. A touchdown on the ground, a touchdown through the air, and in just the first quarter, making a massive impact on the game.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles run out to an early 14-0 lead.
Chiefs, nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. Attack!
Off play action, it's Mahomes. On the move, headed right. Now he'll fire deep. He's headed back towards the center of the field.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Here we go on fourth with Mahomes. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on fourth down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on fourth.
Yo, toss it. 180, 180. Yo, toss.
They give to Barkley, left side. Along this sideline inside the 25. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 20-zip lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His third total score in this game.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles push their lead to 21-zip already. That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. It's the Eagles soaring to an early lead. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They have first and 10. First down throw, Mahomes. Hits him on the out route. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. And goes to the hurry up here.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Right back to Rice, caught again. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The game gets this down inside the 35. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Yellow. 15.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. Throwing deep towards the end zone. And the touchdown is dropped. He had it for a moment in the end zone, but just couldn't secure it. What a chance for him. That's a rough incompletion to stomach.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, second and 10.
Yellow. Right side.
Out the play fake, it's Mahomes. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And that pushes him back, third down coming up.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Chiefs first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First
57.
down.
Yellow.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
50. Yellow. Right side.
Looking inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
Second and 18 at the 29-yard line.
Hey, 57. Right side.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. It's a repeat of the last play. That's going to bring them to third down.
11-yard loss on
Kate, that was so good, really, on two levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Third and long for Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, get to down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Fourth and forever coming up.
Wait. Hey, 43. Yellow. Right side.
There we go. It's Mahomes. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
I'll start this one out with Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
60, 180.
Hurts now from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. And that one's behind him, and that's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Out. Great. Hey. 180.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Great. Turn left, yep. 180.
Throwing here, Hurts. Man downfield, and Goddard has it. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Running left, this is Barkley. Has some room to work. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Eagles boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one right down the middle. And the Eagles continue piling on to this lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Doesn't like what he sees, so he got a touchback. And they're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Here's Mahomes. It's caught left side by Hill. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. 1st and 10 now from the 46. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Throwing is Mahomes. Completed to his running back. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Throwing this one back of the end zone. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Rick Woolen with the INT. And the Eagles make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. They'll stick with the ground game here. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield strike block as he's sent out. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10.
To the air, Mahomes. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And
Eagles are on it, and down he goes. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it third down.
this defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
Here he goes, third and long. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Brought in inside the 20. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21.
Chiefs 7. Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Bayless Jones now on the return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. As his target, it's Johnny Wilson. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We've got 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got Devontae Smith. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Hey, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that. I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed third down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7. On 4th down, Hurts headed out right. Pass complete to Goddard. That'll be the first and more. By man, he's in the clear. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him a first on 4th down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Hurts throwing again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. Good running. He rips off about 7, but they're still short. 4th down coming up.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Go Silver, ready? Crowd left Yeti.
They'll go. Hurts. And he's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. A.J. Brown, the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles grow their lead yet again.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Lobs this deep down the middle. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Mahomes trying to get here on 2nd and 10. And it doesn't fall into the breadbasket. Incomplete pass.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First First and 10 at the
Another throw for
46-yard line.
Mahomes. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Cooper to Gene in to pick it up. And the Eagles are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10. Barkley trying to shut the gut, and they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Toss play to Barkley. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer.
Joshua Williams on the tackle. The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. The grab with Barkley. Same guy, same results. He's bottled up for a second time. That's going to bring him to 4th down. Now, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Hurts now on 4th. And this is rejected. The defender knocks the throw away and forces a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Sends this to the end zone. And this is going to be a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs making the scoreboard look a touch better. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21.
35. Chiefs 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. Making some progress here. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Going to the ground again on first. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on first. It's second down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3. They run it with Saquon. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. Has room inside the 25. He does it, touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles put up even more points in a win. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This will end up as a touchback.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is Cox, that's Walker. Down to the 10. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs putting up points in a game decided. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin-off, pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage big time.
Walker with the extra point. And the Chiefs cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21.
42. Chiefs 21. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Showing a little burst so far. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there.
At their own 39-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here's Saquon. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
He's going to get this to the opposing 41. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
1st down, and they go right back to it. He's still going at the 30. Again, he's got room. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt a point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles tack on 7 more to their lead.
Chiefs 21. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he won't opt to bring this one out. He's content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it inside the 25. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs making the scoreboard look a touch better. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21.
Chiefs 28. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Jones. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Eagles moments away from a 2-0 start. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Barkley. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
He's tackled at
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's another carry for Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They go to Barkley again. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Putting a receiver in motion. He finds Brown right side. And they make the tackle at the 38. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
They're going to pass it here. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
It's a gain of 20. And an Eagle first down.
From the red zone on first. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Not on the same page with his tight end. So that brings up 2nd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
2nd down. Hurts throwing again. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
This one's caught. Smith has it. And he will not get to the end zone on our final play as the stop is made in time, and we're out of time in this game. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Kansas City.